Adam Wack. And this time, I brought my co-host and you brought yours. So we got an eclectic crew, to say the least. We got Rainwater and we got Travis Ford in the building.
Rainwater is, he understands the program.
What program?
The program, the overall politics of doing business, how to do business. You know what I'm saying? This dude here, he don't get it. He blames it on the alcohol. He blames it on alcohol. All in one catch. Now, Rainwater.
Yeah.
Let's just say your name is Rainwater on all socials. Everywhere. That's your real name. Well, that's just the name we know you as, right? All in one catch, he says, yeah, this ain't for Rainwater because he woke up there, but no jumper. But Rainwater, my Then you wake up in the morning and say, hey, they said they called the police on you. Oh, if they knew my first and last name, it was Rainwater. I'm confused. In one breath, he said, I f with Wack, but screw no jumper. And then he said, they said they called the police and told him Travis Ford. He said, if they know my first and last name, it was Wack 100 told him.
I mean, to be fair, they did pull up with a cake. Yeah. So I feel like when you make a cake and you feel like the cake is wasted,
no, but listen,
that's more than enough reason to be mad.
Some of it was Lush's fault, and some of it wasn't.
What wasn't Lush's fault? I feel like it was all
the common sense factor was not his fault.
So assuming that Lush has the common sense to be communicating with us when you lock in a piece of content?
No. Lush overstepped his boundaries by not clearing it with you anyway.
For sure, yeah.
But with him, and I keep telling him, hey, look, bro, you building for you. You doing it for you, right? This ain't the hood.
Right.
You stepping outside of the hood to, you know, position yourself.
Feel like a hood.
To position yourself,
Burbank's first real gang.
To position yourself to be able to go do something for some people.
Right.
You can't bring all of that with you. So when he showed up 30, 40 deep, it's like, I'm telling them, like, try like what you do.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to DockTV, All Car Edition. If this is your first time getting to the channel, please, do me a favor, hit a like, subscribe. That's if you like the content. If not, you can move on. Thank you for your support either way. Hey, we're gonna looks like you have a little round table at No Jumper. Yeah, No Jumper round table. So you got to the left of the screen, Adam 22, and you have Travis Ford from the Main Street section. That's the gentleman that came over with the cake and the crew and all this stuff, and wasn't supposed to come over, and Lush got in trouble for it and all this other blasey. Then you got Wack 100 on his side, and then on his side is Rainwater. I'm familiar with through No Jumper. He seems to be some kind of like, he's from Texas. He seems to be some kind of, I don't know, in the mix, music wise or some kind of business wise or whatever. I don't know if he's the Wack of Texas. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know he has some involvement online with people in Texas though. All cigar edition though, y'all. All cigar edition, all after work edition, all wrinkled shirt edition. Hey, but they're gonna get into it. I think what they're doing is they mixing things up. They want to break some of the monotony. They is whacking Adam talking all the time. Now we got two other guests that could kind of add some input and kind of mix things up. Let's see what happens.
What you do.
But see, the thing is that when you tap in with Laura to do an official interview, she stipulates like, hey, like you can only come with this amount of people. Like, that's why random crackheads like Lush are not allowed to lock in interviews entirely by themselves, typically.
See, but what it was they doing some 1986 shit. They playing on Lush, trying to put him in the back pocket.
Mafia Lush.
Yeah, Mafia Lush.
No, I see.
So
Mafia
they like,
Lush is crazy.
he involved.
What the fuck?
gonna be fucking around because you seen what he did the other day. So he started playing with you, right? What I tell you, I said the minute he started playing with that mafia, it's some people that do not understand what you understand.
Right.
They ain't gonna know that's their religion.
And I ain't put that up to that. And I wanted to, bro, apologize to you for that.
Yeah, we already talked, but you know, it's all love.
That's not my character.
Come on, bro.
You feel me?
Come on.
I want to
listen, little nigga like you been kleptos.
Yeah.
You stole that shit. All little niggas been kleptos.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
My bad, Adam.
I'd like to start with that. Like,
I wanted to start. I was going low key, just,
we can
I was loaded, bro. I had a nigga champagne and
because I just watched
brown.
the interview that we just put out that was actually that day.
Yeah.
And you actually went into the side room at No Jumper and grabbed a couple t-shirts, and then Moneybag Rose, not exactly a Boy Scout himself, he comes in and sort of saves the day, takes the t-shirts away.
We all together like, man, nah, this wrong, man. You know what? Put this back from me. Then you know what they say about double back, and I guess somebody came and I wasn't gonna let the homie go down for that. So, so it's like boo, that's my brother. You feel me? So we always like,
That's
I call my
that's some East Side shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no other. You took the shirts.
Yeah, and I
you
should've
brought
put 'em
your
back.
ass out.
Hold on.
Yeah,
So I passed the ball.
You gotta remember.
So you came up here deep and took the shirts from where? I mean, from
He needed backup to take the shirts.
what happened?
The day where he shot up super deep was different.
Let me tell you why it's funny, right?
Yeah.
So the camera's there, you know everybody cleared out.
Right.
This little grimy motherfucker. Look, East Side baby.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to me, when I see it, it's to be expected. He's an East Side baby.
Yeah.
He's from an area when you say South Central, that's the epitome of South Central.
Right.
He goes low ass in there, he doodling. Whoop, whoop. 5 minutes later, you seen another grimy East Side nigga come back in and throw him on the couch.
It was like when
So
I was
wait,
there 3
now
minutes.
hold on. Now you said some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You said, because they asked you why you did, I think Alex Alonso, and you said you was mad. You start thinking about the Jay Reed fight
And I didn't know
everything.
that, like,
so
what-
what the hell that had to do with you? How did you cross that with mad at No Jumper?
Man, for the record, Mafia Lush is crazy. Mafia Lush is crazy. And I want you to take a look at how Adam just kind of quickly just called Lush a crackhead just out of, that's somebody who work with you and stuff like that, but there's always truth in a joke, you know what I'm saying? Could be joking, haha, but it's always truth in a joke. That's even more reason for you to get your stuff together, Lush. Yeah, so we got Travis Ford, who was on the show before. Like I said, he was the one that showed up, got denied, but he was on the show before. The time he was on the show before, he was faded, he said. He stumbled into a room and picked up some merch, walked out, and Moneybag Rose ended up putting it back. So I guess they squashed all that and it's, some t-shirts and stuff, but Adam need that content. So what they doing is I'm going in and talking about that now and a little bit of Lush. You know what I'm saying? But they just starting to wake up. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they cooking. Let's go.
Come back in and throw him on the couch.
It was like when I was there 3 minutes.
Now hold on. Now you said some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You said, because they asked you why you did, I think Alex Alonso, and you said you was mad. You start thinking about the Jay Reed fight
and
everything. So what the hell that had to do with you? How did you cross that with mad at No Jumper?
I'm gonna say too much. I mean, I don't even say too much about that one, but that night I was invited here. You feel me? So after
you was invited here when? After I told you not to come?
Yep. So I ain't gonna speak too much on it, but after you told me it's 3 o'clock.
No, hold on.
You feel me?
So after I told you, meeting's canceled. Don't come. You got an invite.
I got an invite. Yep. So I was feeling like, damn, a lot of emotions going through. Like if I was here, man, it wouldn't have went like that though.
And now we're talking about the epic No Jumper beating tonight.
Hold on. So now
it was a beating.
The fight that happened in the alley.
I didn't know that.
Where the guy got his pants taken.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm glad he's here.
The preacher.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's here because all this shit fits in. You don't even know it. So I do
tell
a
me
deal.
what I don't know.
No, I do. No,
I'll come across that.
I do a deal with Dosh. Rainwater was supposed to do the deal before me. They was talking to Rain about it.
And I thought this was a promoter. He invited me to his house.
They come to me, right? So I do the deal. So I'm looking at it. I'm telling myself, okay, what could we do to enhance this, right? So I told you, I think I got something for you. So I'm like, you know what? If I could take the trailers and the marketing and incorporate it in the No Jumper content, Boom. But I'm not gonna go ask Adam to just do this. I'm gonna give Adam a percentage of the company.
Right.
So I said, yo, I need you to come to No Jumper to show Adam the back end so he knows what that percent represents and you know how it can grow. So I'm talking to Mozzie and I'm talking to him. I'm the only two dudes that I know to talk to, right? So Mozzie says to me, he's gonna come pull up laptop, open it up for Adam. Mozzie hit me at 2:30. I can't make it because he was in Vegas. Let's reschedule. So what I do, I hit bro. Hey, bro, Mozzie. Mozzie don't even hit him.
Right.
Look how it's working. I say, bro, Mozzie say he can't make it, so you know, you might as well don't come.
Right.
Because if he's coming with Mozzie, he's coming about business. At that point, it's on me, right? If he's coming by himself without Mozzie, then he wants some freelance stuff, right? And as you see, his little ass get loaded, or whatever get to going on with him, he turned into something else. So I don't want him down here as Travis Ford for Main Street. I want him down here as the Dosh employee, right? The Dosh partner, actually, right? So business. Yeah, so how did you feel, or what went through your head? Or what did you really put together when you say you got a call after my 3 o'clock call telling you to come down here?
First, it was like, first I wasn't even with nothing, but I was like, when I, man, hold up. Oh, shit, man. It was just a lot of emotion going through with that shit, you feel me? Because that was my homeboy, you feel me? And the other nigga, you feel me? He shouldn't have went through that, you dig?
Yeah, but you saying that's your homeboy, but here goes the thing.
I mean, you know.
Here go the thing.
You feel me?
Didn't you tell your homeboy, Wack told me it's canceled not to come down here? Have him check on Sam, right? So if you told him it's canceled, hey, Wack told me.
Been here. That's what I said,
so,
you feel me?
So was he just geeked up? He was just on some fan shit?
So how did he get here?
He just wanted to come here because he ain't been here before? And
Okay, so like I said, they cooking now. So my thing is, I think Wack feel the heat. Wack feel that heat. Unfortunately, you know them boys coming. You know them boys coming. So you know, this eerily feels a little similar to when he brought Luce Cannon on. So I see Travis Ford is on, who through watching all this stuff, you know, it seems to be connected to that incident that happened. This is separate to what Wack might be worried about. This is in addition. So when Luce Cannon was out, they ran that play that they're speaking of. Travis Ford involved in it somehow by being somebody that was supposed to be there, a party supposed to be there, or wasn't there, or something like that. But that went down. I don't know. It came out that it was supposed to be a play, but people got hurt and all that type of stuff. And again, it's in Burbank. It's in Burbank at the building. They don't play around here. They don't play around here. So I'm like, it's gonna be interesting to see where he's going with this, because I already see Wack like starting to speak for kind of like lead Travis Ford into, I don't know, maybe what he want to say or something, you know. But let's see what's happening.
Your homeboy, Wack told me it's canceled. Not to come down here. Have him check on Sam. Right? So if you told him it's canceled, hey, Wack told me.
Been here. That's what I said.
So,
you feel me?
So was he just geeked up? He was just on some fan shit.
So how did he get here?
He just wanted to come here because he ain't been here before and he thought it was cool.
Be acting like fans.
Hold on,
they act like they hate no
Travis,
Jumper,
so how did he get here?
He really got the full fan
If you
experience.
telling your homie,
Somebody must have called that or something, man. You feel me? Because originally we was all supposed to be here that morning. I told them, man, we ain't going. Day after Christmas, man, everybody chilling still. You feel me? It's 26. You dig?
That was the day after Christmas?
Yeah, so everybody's still chilling. You feel me? I'm with the family too. When I got hit about coming, I'm like, nigga, I'm with the family. So it wasn't really like, I wasn't thinking nothing, nigga, you feel me? Until I seen the shit, I'm like, whoa, what the f? And I'm like, that's crazy,
You
gang.
know, people are slow, right? People are slow because
that was December 26th.
Yeah,
how the hell did
because
I forget that?
The day after.
When he says, Wack called me at 3 o'clock, told me not to come up there. Now, you know I don't know this other dude.
Right.
When we first had that dinner meeting, when y'all got there an hour and a half late, it was done, he walked in. It was my first time laying eyes on you. You like, Wack, I'm Travis Ford. I know your name. I know cats from your neighborhood.
Right.
When you said this is, what's the nigga name? Jay Reed. What'd I tell him?
From Paru or Avenues?
I said, I'm the only Jay Reed I know is from Paru. I don't know you. The Jay Reed I know is Burgundy. Ice Burgundy. Ice Burgundy, brother. But see, this is what happens, Adam. You go somewhere, you walk in, What's up? What's up? The homie right here with Travis right now. We shook hands. What's up? I don't know him. He don't fucking know me. But the same type situation, I go tell somebody, yeah, I know the nigga. I couldn't tell you bro name. I just know he with Travis. So shit, I'm gonna greet him. He with Travis. There's no need for me to know him unless Travis say, Wack, I want to introduce you to my homeboy. There's no need for me to know him, right?
We need a Jay Reed interview.
No,
Where he at?
I told him.
Yeah, man.
I told him to make it up.
I do think I have his number. I hit him up like right
I
when
hit
the
him
shit
up
was
for you,
happening.
buddy. I hit him up.
All y'all street niggas ain't scared to sit on camera with this Wack.
For what?
For what?
Man, the way you lured this Luce Cannon, I just heard out there, you a bad mother.
What you mean?
Man, they say this nigga called you and you recorded the lawyer and told him he was.
Who, me?
Oh yeah. You want to explain your latest
Then
hat trick?
he got come.
Oof, that's a cold one. Like you see that toward the end when he said we need a Jay Real interview. So rewind, look at the look on Wack's face, and then Rainwater start bringing up, talk about y'all not scared to talk to Wack, and talking about this person has a phone number and this that. He got his head start turning a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is the incident that he is allegedly tied to. You know, so it's gonna be interesting to see how. It don't. I just hate seeing, you know what I'm saying, talent. You know what I'm saying, talent, wisdom, education. You know, knowledge. These type of things just wasted on antics and these theatrics and stuff. You know what I mean? But man, we right where they're at. Seems like they're gonna come into something else. It's like Wack is leading into stuff, and then he on the defense too. Let's go.
Boy, there's no need for me to know him, right?
We need a Jay Reed interview.
No,
Where he at?
I told him.
Yeah, man.
I told him to make it up.
I do think I have his number. I hit him up like right
I
when
hit
the
him
shit
up
was
for you,
happening.
buddy. I hit him up.
All y'all street niggas ain't scared to sit on camera with this Wack.
For what?
For what?
Man, the way you lured this Luce Cannon, I just heard out there, you a bad mother.
What you mean?
Man, they say this nigga called you and you recorded the lawyer and told him he was.
Who, me?
Oh yeah. You want to explain your latest
Then he
hat trick?
He got comfortable with you.
Party trick?
Beat it up and you sat in the car. You see the cameras on you.
That's not my thing.
You a bad motherfucker.
Oh, but let me tell you something.
You a bad
telling me,
motherfucker.
let me get this right. So you telling me right now.
And let's definitely
If
talk
I
about Luce
jumped
Cannon
up-
because I got some good info.
If I jumped up right now and took off on him,
Right.
just straight took off on him, what you gonna do?
Shit, I'ma leave.
So why you mad at what
Walk
I
away,
did?
yeah.
Nah, you a street nigga. They said you had this.
You
nigga,
have nothing to do with
They
it.
said you had this sit here in this same seat and confess of a robbery.
No.
We didn't tell him to
I-
do that.
No, because I didn't know nothing about the robbery.
Yeah.
That's right now. If you start telling me about some crazy shit that happened, right?
Okay, but I didn't know about the robbery. He fake didn't know. He's like, you don't say. What? You guys took the money from the dispensary?
Hold on,
You and Big U? Like, your tone in that clip is
Hold
very different than natural,
this is
normal
real
Wack
shit.
100.
This is real. You got to remember, I could come in here, right? And here go the difference. And this real shit. And you pay attention to this too.
Yeah.
Right? No, this real.
Yeah.
These street dudes come in here, right? And they're like, oh, they on camera. I can come in here and talk about trucking, real estate, the tour, the this, the that. I can talk about all kind of shit for hours,
In the
right?
Congo.
No, for hours.
Congolese diapers. Yeah.
No, this is real shit. For hours and never mention the streets. Why? Because I have experiences. I have a broader, situation I done dealt with more.
Right.
A street dude get in here and he don't know nothing but what he know, and guess what he gonna start talking about?
Street shit.
Street shit.
But you brought him on here because you wanted him to talk about
No,
Big
I
U.
brought him on here to promote the Baddie and the Beast. Remember Urban Flicks?
Why would you give a fuck about that?
Because I had a cut of it.
I just feel like you wanting.
Wack is wild, bro. Wack is wild. So, what? Hey, Adam 22 is really calling a spade a spade. He going at, low key going at Wack. Like, it seemed like something is personal right there. I don't know, but he called him out. And Wack actually said he brought Luce Cannon on the show originally to produce Baddies and the Beast. He said that with a serious face. Oh, you can't make this shit up, man. Let's go.
Why? Because I have experiences. I have a broader, situation I done dealt with more.
Right.
A street dude get in here and he don't know nothing but what he know, and guess what he gonna start talking about?
Street shit.
Street shit.
But you brought him on here because you wanted him to talk about
no,
Big
I
U.
brought him on here to promote the Baddie and the Beast. Remember Urban Flicks?
Why would you give a fuck about that?
Because I had a cut of it.
I just feel like you wanting revenge. I know how you work. Revenge against Big U, way more important than promoting a show that you had a cut of.
Listen,
You don't care about money. You care about revenge.
Listen to me.
You're big bad CK Wack from Pacoima.
Listen. Here goes the thing.
I can grab you another one.
All right, for sure.
This is what you got to understand, right?
You want to roll us another spliff? So this one.
Him sitting right here,
Actually,
right?
you just grab it on my trunk.
Him sitting right here.
Yeah.
Luce already is an op.
Whoa, I have to stop right there. Hey, like I like to say, man, I'm a working man, you know. I'm a nice guy, man. I'm a nice guy. Not involved in the politics, but know your lane and stay in your lane, man. You know, I have never heard Adam call or refer to Wack as that extent of his name. And when he just happens to do it, he happens to do it in a disrespectful manner in front of the disrespectful term in front of the front of a person that is part of that, you know, community. So, I mean, he just laughed it off. Ha ha ha.
CK Wack from Pacoima.
Listen, here goes the thing.
I can grab you another one.
All right, for sure.
This is what you got to understand, right?
You want to roll us another spliff? So this one.
Him sitting right here,
Actually,
right?
you just grab it on my trunk.
Him sitting right here.
Yeah.
Luce already is an op. I know he's an op.
He made a diss song about you that then you tried to pretend was a fucking a fake out. That you guys were actually cool the whole time.
You're a bad motherfucker.
I'm running my play,
So
right?
everything's a
You're
play.
a bad motherfucker.
My girl will tell you, she didn't sit here and watch me and say, I don't know how you do it.
Why your girl look so good?
You would sit, she look good all the time.
Stupid. I don't know what's going
so
on.
this
I don't
is
even want to look at her. I don't want to make eye contact.
Yeah, so listen, he does
How you doing, man?
a diss song on me in 2021.
Beautiful, right?
10 times a day.
That I don't know.
10 times a day, what?
I don't know. That's a fact.
Torture.
I don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't know who he is or nothing. His wife, the real wife, Gigi, didn't say Wack. I would be at home with him. He would get mad. Why won't he respond? Right? I don't know nothing about the dude. So
crazy.
I understand this game. Right?
So you let him hang yourself like
that too.
Adam, let people hang themselves.
I already got the call. They say, Wack, dude finna come at you. His play gonna be the show, right? But we don't know what he up to. Watch him. Cool. He's the bozo to think you didn't disrespected it.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. So I don't know what he was gonna talk about. Could I have stopped him? Yes. I could have definitely stopped him. Ray J done been up here and I just said, yo, edit that out. Have I not? Yo, edit that out. But guess what? This is the game of chess.
I got late breaking news about this situation. Can I unveil my late breaking news? So earlier today, Bricc Baby gives me a call. As you know, they get 10 minutes at a time in the federal lockup that he's currently in. He calls me. We spend maybe the first 5 minutes talking about the fact that Lil Durk, we can get into this more. Lil Durk basically he had his bail revoked or they didn't give him a bail.
Freeway call.
Because of the fact that he got on stream with academics on a three-way call.
He didn't know.
With Luce Cannon, which, to be fair, seems kind of innocent. A lot of people wouldn't know that that's something that's real strict you're not supposed to do.
I sent you the content. Durk had no idea.
Yeah.
Listen, what Luce did was tell the world, hey, I'm finna get Durk on, come on this. Hey, act. I'm gonna get Durk on Durk. So act like, okay, cool. Whole time, Durk don't know. He oblivious to it. He get on the phone, he say, hey, Durk, act wanna talk to you.
Right.
Durk here, act. It's act.
Got a relationship.
He think it's just a call.
Right.
He ain't knowing that this fool been promoting academics is gonna interview Durk on my YouTube channel.
That is true. We all knew about this before it happened.
He playing the game.
He was
so when Durk gets on the phone, he thinking he just talking to Act on the call. He ain't knowing it's live being recorded. Dude, girl is sitting there faking like she's the interviewer. In the middle of him talking to Act, she says, so let me ask you a question, Durk. Are you closer to your family now that you're in jail?
Weak ass question.
Durk is like, but see, she had to say something to make it look like this what it was.
It's the interview.
So Durk the whole time is thinking he just talking to Act on the call. by the time he realizes that, think about it, Durk could have called anybody, got a crazy back, anybody if he wanted to talk to anybody, including that. He not finna wait to call a dude. He like, yo, act on the phone, he asking for you. So you like, it is act.
Okay, well, that was the first couple minutes of my conversation with Bricc Baby, and we also handled the conversation about, like, I had a clip where I said that ever since I sent Bricc money, I ain't heard from him or his girl, and he just made it clear that there's been a lot of shit going on in the prison that he's in or the jail that he's in or whatever, and he didn't have a chance to call or whatever. It was all good, but then he hit me with a whopper.
What?
He told me that Luce Cannon, I mentioned to him, I go, Wack's got a whole thing coming that he's been kind of slowly letting out, where he's basically like revealing all this information he has that suggests that Luce Cannon's a snitch. Bricc said, man, you telling me that motherfucker was trying to get me to tell just the other day, like before they moved him to a separate section or whatever. He said that actually that's what they got into, because he said that Luce Cannon was basically encouraging him to start working the way that he's been working. Now, people out there watching this,
I told you.
There are different sides to Bricc Baby. There's the trolling side of Bricc Baby. There's the fucking around, lying ass Bricc Baby for content, whatever.
That nigga be lying.
There's this. This was me and him, nobody listening in besides his girl, having a conversation. We only had a couple minutes to get the conversation in, and he was being 100% serious. So if he is lying, I can't detect it as somebody who knows him very, very well. I don't think he was lying. Did not seem like a lie at all.
Other content, right?
Trying to get up out of there.
Okay, so you have a call that is, I believe, it's on your Instagram, right?
No.
Break down what this call is.
Okay, so the baby mama, all right, she hits me. Hey, Luce said that Big U's trying to put a murder on him. What do you mean? Yeah, Money Mike. I said, Luce ain't did that body. Ain't got nothing to do with Luce, right? He said, well, he said it's a video. I said, yeah, the video floating around ain't no exclusive shit. Yeah. I call around, see who got it. Well, attorney needed, so when they charge him with it, they can have something to fight with. He don't know what's going on. I call around, I sent it to her. That's it. I said, tell her, this don't even make sense, though. Like, because he ain't got nothing to do it. Yeah, what Big U said, I'm like, so I'm sitting back thinking about it. 3-4 days go by, right? I said, did they charge him? The exposers is watching this thing. Like, no. I said, okay. I said, yo, where did Luce Cannon running to Big U? Because we all know Big U, Luce Cannon, Bricc Baby together was all a lie.
Yeah,
right?
That never happened.
He says, when he went to go get his blood drawn, he ran into Big U. I said, and Big U started screaming, I'm going to put a murder on you getting the blood drawn, right? So, dummies up. I'll wait till he get on the phone, right? I think that's content on your line, right? I'll wait till you get on the phone. I say, yo, hey, what's this thing your girl talking about old boy trying to put a body on him? He hit me with the yeah. I'll wait another 2 days, and he says to the girl when they recording the call, well, baby, I'm finna be out in a minute, any day now. So when he says that, I'm like, nigga, you just got denied bond twice. Okay. He said they finna bring more charges on you. Yeah. You up under RICO, and I'm telling myself, what do you mean? And my light go off. Oh, that's what you wanted the video for. So we sit back. The exposers go to work. I'm sitting back, I'm sleeping. Next thing I know, phone going off, shit going crazy. They didn't went in the system, found out who his attorney is. Called his attorney. They called his attorney.
I heard this audio as well.
We got the audio.
We can post it. We don't have to play it for everybody, but you'll be able to go listen to it.
They called his attorney. So dude calls, and they going off of everything they've been hearing is going on YouTube. Yeah. They say, hey, how you doing? I'm Luce Cannon's friend. Yeah, the video they turned into you. They like, yeah, okay, I'm the one supposed to give you the details on it, right? They like, listen, one guy ain't here, the other one's still alive, but listen, before I tell you these things, how can I be protected? His attorney says, well, when we turn it in to the AUSA, the DA or whatever, it's gonna be like it's coming for Tremaine anyway. That's crazy. He don't say, what you mean protected? We're trying to beat a murder. He says, when we turn it in to the DA, it's gonna be like it's coming from Tremaine anyway. He said, okay, he said I could possibly get paid for this. He like, well, I don't know about that. He like, will they really let him go if we can get the information to him about who did this? Yeah. He said, yeah, possibly. Get, some amnesty.
That's crazy.
So now this your attorney.
I never heard about this. That's crazy.
I never heard of prank calling the lawyer.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong with it. That nigga miss his baby mama. You know what he think?
This your attorney.
Somebody
Right.
out his baby mama
So
right now.
I don't want to hear that shit.
He want to get out of there. He want to get out of there. See if you trying to think of somebody fucking his
The
baby
trainer.
mama.
Rainwater.
Trainer, I heard
Rainwater. Let me explain something to you.
The trainer.
Rainwater.
The trainer.
This guy's been running around.
Who's the trainer? Everybody knows his baby mama.
Rainwater.
Yeah,
doing
trainer.
Pilates.
Rainwater. I don't know how you guys
Who's
do
the
it in
baby mama?
If
Texas.
she answers the phone, they're gonna ask it.
Rainwater. Maybe this kind of stuff is normal to you.
All right, I mean that seems to be it. Like, I'm done, man. Like, haven't they learned from the first time? It seems like, this stuff is public information they talking about, but they talking about stuff that ties into stuff that everybody doesn't know. It's crazy, man. I don't know. This has an eerie feeling. This episode, like y'all brought these people on to kind of lead into to your defense. Like Wack is on the defense. He on his heels on this episode, man. Y'all check the rest. I'm done watching that part, man. The lesson here really, man, is stay in school, kids. Don't gangbang, don't get involved in crime, you know what I'm saying? Hang out with your friends, make good friends, and that's your gang, that's your peoples, that's who you function with, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it, y'all. It ain't worth it. Nobody loyal. People not gonna do for you what you do for them. You shouldn't expect it, but it's more likely not reciprocated nowadays. It's more expected. So, just be kind to each other, man. Do me a favor. Stop somebody. Not stop them physically, but say good morning, say good afternoon, say good evening, whatever have you. If they don't say anything, keep it pushing, man. Till next time, man. Forget that nonsense. Stay in school, kids. Don't gang bang. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your gang is your friends. It's your friends. You know what I'm saying? Your friends, and keep y'all stuff clean. Keep y'all stuff clean. Y'all function with each other. Be loyal to each other. You know what I'm saying? Till next time. Thank you for supporting DockTV. Long live D-Mac. Long live Pooh Bear. Long live all the homies. Inglewood though.